So before I document the Old Town Hall, I thought I'd just show you the Market Tavern. It's been condemned and been knocked down, and if we're not careful, the Old Town Hall will be next. So I'll now lead into the Old Town Hall document. Been asked to do a further video on the Old Town Hall in Sheffield because we have concerns that because they've left this building so long, they'll end up raising this one to the floor. The Old Town Hall was built in 1807 to 1808. It was the courts, it was a police station, it was the original town hall, but I think that was before Sheffield City Council existed. And then what actually happened is they built the new town hall in 1897, so the council moved out in 1897. It then became predominantly a court building up to 1995 before they built the new court building. So we'll have a quick walk around it, but I will put information in the actual description for you to find out more about the building. So I'll actually walk around the building in a moment, but I thought I'd just show it you from a bit of a distance and get the angle on it. I'll actually walk onto the other side of the road and give you a more direct view on it. So we're looking at the Castle Street side of the Old Town Hall. I just want to show you that water feature right in that bottom corner. But it was going to be turned, I think, into a luxury hotel, and I think that ground to a halt. But I think it'd be fantastic for a museum, both for our medieval history and also for our industrial history as well. So like I said, we're on the Castle Street side. You can see the fountain more direct there. Now, there was a tasteful extension built, and I think it was in the 1950s come 60s. More in sort of keeping with the area, but that's looking quite dilapidated as well now. Like I said, the concern is it'll get raised to the ground, probably plunder the materials out of it. But there was a Friends of the Old Town Hall, and I think they were trying to increase the listing from grade 2 to grade 2 star. So the sad thing about this area is that you see no people, and we're supposed to be reducing the car traffic in Sheffield, and it's always so busy with traffic round here. From the Waingate side of it. So we had cells actually in here with it being a court building and whatever. But you can see pictures of the old tram actually going past here in the 1900s. I won't be so bothered about losing buildings like this if we actually built new buildings that look really nice. Now this has always looked pretty black because of the industrial past of Sheffield. But Dora Vernon has a channel on YouTube. She's really interested in this and asked me to do this video, and you can find her channel on YouTube, and I keep telling her to put more content out there. So what you can see here is the town hall that was built in 1970 or 67 or whatever. Now originally there was a parade of shops that went from here down to the right hand side, and they were classy shops. How they got away with knocking that down I don't know. But when you look at this old court building, it actually looks better than the new one. That's how sad things are. Like I said, I won't have a problem with knocking some of these older buildings down if we put something really good back up. Now this has been around, for probably a couple hundred years, and look at the lastability on it. You can see the red stone here, which is originally this building carried straight along down to the bottom of Waingate, and it was in that type of stone with all the classy shops in it. So when they removed those classy shops along here, they must have actually filled it in with red brick. But I'm going to show you around the back as well. I'll actually go to the other end as well, because this end is so interesting. You can just see the red bricks there, and I don't think there should be red bricks there. So what's gone off? Did they get it in the war and they rebuilt it? Or have they been plundering the old-fashioned stone from it round the back for a long time? But we'll get down the back side of it, and we'll have a look down there as well. So we're back on Castle Street, and we're looking at the 1950s, 60s building. Like I said, I think it's a bit more tasteful than the 1970s part. I think it's probably quite nice inside with the staircase and that. And like I said, I'll put any references I can find on it. We're coming onto Castle Green. You can see the cobbled area down here. And then we start to see the original Old Town Hall. But like I said, you can see the old-fashioned stone, but unless it got hit by a bomb or something in the war, I can't understand the reason for the red brick at all around the back, other than have they stripped the stone out on purpose for other things. But like I said, this building's lasting us probably 200 years or even more, because I think Dora Vernon reckons the building's been here for longer than what they claim, probably an extra 100 years. So if it's been here for 300 years rather than the 200 years, how much do modern buildings last? They last probably 30, 60 years at the most. So many projects in Sheffield just get ripped down after 30 years. One example, the hole in the road. See the modern 1970s, and then you've got Sniggle Police Station, which was originally the headquarters of South Yorkshire Police. But what I want to do is I want to take you back up this street from this angle as well, just show you some of this side of it. But it doesn't make sense, the red brick in this back end of it. I just think the building will get razed to the ground because they'll say it's not viable. And then look at all this stone in it that they can take away, around the front especially. But might as well document this again. I don't know if anybody can tell me about this building here, what this originally was for, because I'm learning all the time. It certainly looks like it was an important building at some stage. But this is Sheffield, I remember. This is how probably most of the city centre would have looked. I think last week when I come there was all water pouring down, a few weeks ago. So they're not repairing the leaks very well. Now somebody told me this is still a pub, the Hen and Chickens. But Castle Green must be absolutely steeped in history. You can see just up there, Castle House, which was the co-op, shut down about 20 years ago and would have made a fantastic market hall. Could have been repurposed as a market hall. So that's just a quick view of the town hall, just for posterity, just on the off chance that they decide to do the same to the town hall as they've just done to the Market Tavern. They're actually knocking the Market Tavern down right this moment. And what I'll do is I'll quickly add that on the end of the video at the end.